Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lee and I wanted to tell you guys very honestly why my 6-ring planner is not working for me. So if you saw my last video, I was trying to get back into my A5 6-ring binder because I wanted to play around with printing out my own planner inserts. I was using the free inserts from Hemlock & Oak's website, which I love their stuff. Don't get me wrong. This absolutely is not about the layout. It's about the binder itself. I can't do the rings. They get in the way when I'm writing, and I'm finding it's too inconvenient to use, so I'm not grabbing it. If I'm not grabbing it, my planner's not working for me. I love the idea of a 6-ring planner because this is gorgeous. It's so fun to make dashboards and to do little journal cards and print out my own inserts, but it's just too clunky. So this is really big and heavy, and I noticed I do a lot of my planning from the couch. Like at night I put my son to bed, I go sit on the couch with my fiance, hang out, and I bring out my planner and I try to plan. Now, when I was using the regular Hemlock & Oak, that was easy. It's big, but it's small enough to pull out and put some quick notes on. But this, if I want to write anything, I have to open it up, take it out, write on it, and then this is so big that it's too clunky to kind of carry room to room with me. So that's why I got a couple days in and stopped. Which is fine. That's the beauty of trying new systems, is you can try new systems, and if they don't work, that's fine. It's not for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Planners are so extremely personal to your personality and your needs. So I was happy that I got to play with this because it kind of cemented a few ideas for me. One, I just need to let go of the 6-ring planner setup. So I am still going to use this for my long-term stuff. So I'm going to start keeping my recipe binder in here. I have it in the back with these little dividers. So I'm gonna try to use this, but I just don't think I can use it as my everyday planner. Now, that being said, I have made some breakthroughs, I think, in finding planner peace, and that is the Traveler's Notebook. Now, I've been using this for my reading journal and just playing around with some journaling in here, but I haven't fully committed to doing a planner in my Traveler's Notebook because I am obsessed with Hemlock & Oak's layout. I love their design, but they don't offer a TN size notebook. Everything they have is A5 size, and it's bound. The Traveler's Notebooks they do have are still hardcover, so they're really heavy, and I don't really want a big heavy notebook in here. I like just having the paper notebooks. Now, a company that does offer what I'm looking for is Sterling Ink. My hesitation with Sterling Ink is, one, I don't like that all the calendars are in the front of the planner. I really like things to be chronological. So I like to have the month that we're on followed by all the weeks. And flipping back and forth, it kind of irks me, but I think I'm just going to have to get over it because if this is the format that I want to use, that's the only planner that's even close to the layout that I want that's offered in this size. Now, another thing I was hesitant about is I didn't want to buy an expensive new planner and not be sure about how it would feel writing in it. I have kind of big handwriting, so I did a little test. I went onto Canva and I just drafted up a pretty basic layout similar to the Sterling Ink. Now, Sterling Ink obviously is way different. This is all blank, and then they just have the days and the dates at the top, and it's all grid. So this I kind of customized to myself. I added some fun things in. I was just playing around, but I did this because I wanted to see what it would feel like writing in the narrow columns, because I'm used to being in a wider format. And I'm happy to report that I'm actually not mad about it. I actually kind of like having this setup. I feel like it's a really good balance of the layout that I like, that works for me, the system that works for me, and I can write all the way across the page. That is such a huge thing for me, I found out, is convenience. I need my planner to be accessible. I need to be able to, sorry if you hear my neighbors, by the way, they're clunking around, but I need to be able to grab and go with my planner. Not like run around, but like grab it on the couch, jot down some notes, and then move on. If I have to like sit down at the desk and bring out this whole thing, I'm not gonna plan as much, and that defeats the purpose of a planner. So I think this is gonna be my way forward from now on, is the Traveler's Notebook. I've kind of been tiptoeing around it for a while. I have my reading journal in here, and I love flipping through and like remembering these stories and like thinking about what books I want to read next. And this has been a really fun project. So I've had this in here, and then I've had my regular journal in here, and I've been playing around with color schemes and washi and stickers. Both of those journals I love, but I feel like I haven't been in them as often because I spend the majority of the time in my planner. So by having all of my books in one place, I'm noticing I'm going back to the things that I enjoy more, which that's the whole point, is to use what I have and enjoy it. Like, it's making me very happy right now to have all of these little books in one place. So my plan moving forward is I'm going to get the Sterling Ink Compact Vertical Year. I think the compact will be good because it still has 120 pages of blank grid in the back, which should be plenty for me. I don't really want the regular one that has like a page per day, because I feel like that's just overkill. I want to have a separate notebook for my thoughts, because I want to have something I can swap out often to keep me interested, and if I want to try out new like paper types and things like that, I want that flexibility. But the compact still has enough pages that I think I can set up some trackers, and I think I can set up my budget in it very easily. So that way I'll have my planner, my budget, my trackers, I'll have my reading journal, I'll have my thoughts journal, and then this is like my sketchbook, just kind of like random. It's like scratch paper, I want to say. Like, I've done like collages in here. Like, this is kind of a catch-all. And I'm playing with the idea of doing a, what's it called? A commonplace book. Jeez, mom brain. I'm thinking of doing a commonplace book for the final notebook in my lineup. I'm going back and forth on if I want to do a commonplace in the standard size traveler's notebook, or if I want to get a passport size traveler's notebook and start one in there. My hesitation is there's certain things I do want to commonplace. There's recipes that I have on my phone that I would kind of like to jot down quickly instead of making a whole recipe card like I do. I would like to do that all at once. But if there's a new recipe that I'm still trialing, I would like to write it down somewhere instead of going through my screenshots to find it. And then there's certain like baby articles. Like, I'm always Googling, what's this baby thing to look out for? Like, baby food recipes, like starting solids is a big thing right now. Like, if he's sick, like what dosage of Tylenol to give him, like just mom life stuff. I also want a place I can write down nice thoughts of like quick quotes, like sometimes my fiance will say something really funny or like do something really sweet and random, and I think it'd be cool to just have something small I can write those moments in. So that's why I'm going back and forth still if I want to do commonplace in this or if I want to do a passport. So that's what I'm debating with the commonplace, if I want to do this or a passport, but I'm feeling very happy and very secure in the Traveler's Notebook system. I feel like this is solving a lot of problems that I've had because I have, first off, the aesthetic. I can play around with cover like fronts like this. I just have some little papers in here. I can get some clear covers to put over my notebooks if I want to decorate with like journal cards. So I've got the aesthetic, check. I've got all of my stuff in one spot, check. I have the ease of writing, check. I just feel like this is the first big step forward towards planner piece. Planners are so personal to everybody. And this whole year, if you've watched my channel, I've been experimenting this year. This is the year of finding out what works for me. So I found a layout that really works well for me. I have found some different color schemes and systems that work well for me, while also being easy and not too stressful. When I am turning my hobby into something big that I have to keep up with, it just makes it harder. So by narrowing it down into one book like this, it's much more manageable than having the creative book, the planner book, the long, like, there's just too much. There's too much. I need to simplify. So this is simplified. Now, my next topic of debate, I'm feeling more secure with this, and it's leading me to question my small size planner. So this is the Traveler's Notebook from Cloth and Paper. It was from one of their sub boxes a while back. And when I first got it, I was really stoked on it. I still love it. I still think it's gorgeous. But I feel like I'm not getting what I need to out of this. What I need in my pocket size is, I use this for my meal planning, my grocery shopping, and I use it for on-the-go scribbles. So I've been feeling like this one is kind of big now. When I first got it, I felt like it was too small. I think it's because I wanted it to fulfill this role. But in the role that it currently fills, being my travel pocket, it's feeling too big. I feel like there's a lot of empty space that I'm not utilizing, and it's just feeling a little uninspiring, I guess I would say. So my thought process is I want to get a passport-sized traveler's notebook. I want to try out the Travelers Company. I haven't tried any of their covers before. This cover is off of Amazon. From what I've seen, the Travelers Company could only fit like 3 notebooks and they would be like bursting. This one's got, what, 4 and then a bunch of stickers. So I think the passport size would be good because I only really want 2 inserts for it. I want to do a commonplace, like a small jot down thoughts on the go kind of notebook. And then I want to have my meal plan grocery list notebook. Those I think are the 2 big things I need a travel size, like pocket size notebook to fulfill. So that's what I'm going back and forth with. I'm debating, and I don't know. I just, like I said, if I'm not feeling inspired or like drawn to a notebook, I'm not going to use it, and it's not doing me any good. It's not fulfilling its purpose. And right now this isn't fulfilling its purpose besides being a checklist, which I could just take this out and it would be perfectly fine. I wouldn't need the cover at all. So that's what I'm going back and forth about. Another thing, which is totally just me, is aesthetically. Aesthetically, I don't like these together. The vibes are off. This is more Lux City Girl. This is more Indiana Jones in the jungle. And I want the Indiana Jones vibe. So I want them to match. I am kind of thinking about getting the camel color. Is it camel or caramel? I don't know. It's the lighter tan one. I kind of want to get the light tan traveler notebook cover for the passport. One, because it'll match my purse, and that just seems really cool. And then two, I like the idea of contrasting. I don't want it to be too matchy, like I want the vibes to match, but I think having contrasting colors would be really cool. And it would match my purse, which, I don't know, it makes sense in my brain. It makes sense. That just feels good to me right now. So that is what's been going on. I'm really happy with this traveler's notebook. I've been journaling more. I've been just flipping through pages and like playing with stickers and trying to use up some of the stickers that I have. And yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. I'm proud of my printed planner as a placeholder until 2025 when I get into the sterling ink. And I think this is another great way for me to experiment for the time being. But that's what I've been up to, guys. I really hope you enjoy this video, and let me know in the comments if you relate to feeling unsettled in your planner, and especially with all the 2025 buzz coming up about, you know, getting your system together for the new year. Like, I feel like there's just so much out there to weed through, and I'm trying not to be too influenced by what I see. I'm trying to listen to my needs. I'm trying to figure out what will work for me and what brings me joy personally, and not just the pretty Instagram pictures that I see. And this isn't the most beautiful. It's got rough edges, but it's making me very happy. So I am going to leave it there. Feel free to like and subscribe for more planning, journaling, budgeting content, and I'll see you next time.